The top 10 poorest countries in Africa 2021. Remember, some of the factors that have contributed to some states of Africa to become the poorest or being ranked the poorest: economic insecurity, political instability, conflict, corruption, civil wars, and terrorist insurrections have left millions of Africa living in absolute poverty. Out of the 27 countries worldwide currently ranked by the World Bank as low-income economies, indicating that they are very poorest countries in the world, 23 of them are located in Africa. However, for you to understand how wealth of a country is determined, there is need to understand the two metrics used to measure economic growth and development of a given country. Gross into domestic product, or what we call the gross domestic product per capita. It measures the total value of a country, of all goods and services produced by a country, and then you divide it by the number of people in that country. It will give you how much people are away or how much people get by a given period of time. And when we look at GNP per capita, which measures the total value of all goods and services, but also includes any income from international sources such as overseas investments or business dealings. For example, Egypt is ranked as the second richest country in Africa, and one of the contributing factors has been the Egyptians abroad who contribute actively to the development of the country through maintenance. And in 2012, it recorded a $21 billion according to the World Bank. According to the World Bank, I beg your pardon. By the way, please support this channel by subscribing and clicking on the bell icon. You'll always be updated when I upload a new video. It is therefore not surprising that Africa's 10 poorest countries are also statistically the world's 10 poorest. In position number 10 is Chad, officially known as the Republic of Chad. Is a country at the crossroads of North Central Africa. Chad is a landlocked country bordered by Libya to the north, Sudan to the east, and Central African Republic to the south. It has a population of 16 million people, of which 1.6 million people live in the capital. GDP per capita per person, especially in 2018. GDP per estimates is at US dollars 1,603. It is an African second largest wetland, and it has over 2,000 different ethnic and linguistic groups, characterized by a desert zone in the north and the Sudanian savanna zone in the south, which fertile. Chad is one of the poorest and the most corrupt countries in the world. Most of the inhabitants live in poverty as subsistence herders and farmers. In position number 9 is Madagascar, preciously known as Madagascar Republic. Is an island country in the Indian Ocean, approximately 400 kilometers, 250 miles off the coast of East Africa, across Mozambique Channel. Madagascar is the world's second largest island country after Indonesia. GDP is estimated at US dollars 1,593. Madagascar belongs to the group of the least developed countries according to the United Nations. The majority of the population adheres to Christianity traditional beliefs. As of 2017, the economy was weakened by the 2009 to 2013 political crisis, and the quality of life remains low for the majority of the people. In position number 8 is Malawi. Is a landlocked country in the southeast and Africa that was formerly known as the Nyasaland, bordered by Zambia to the west, Tanzania to the north, and the northeast Mozambique to the east. But GDP per capita is estimated at 1,568 US dollars, Malawi is among the world's least developed countries. Around 85% of the population lives in rural areas. The economy is based on agriculture, and more than one-third of the GDP and 90% of the export revenues come from agriculture. In the past, the economy has been dependent on substantial economic aid from the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. As of 2017, it was estimated that Malawi had a GDP of $22.42 billion with the per capita GDP of $1,200 and an inflation estimated at around. In position number 7 is Liberia. It is a country in West African coast. It is bordered by Sierra Leone. It's in the northwest, Guinea, to its north, Ivory Coast, to its east, and the Atlantic Ocean to its south and the southwest. It has a population of 5 million, but over 20 indigenous languages are spoken, reflecting the country's ethnic and cultural diversity. GDP per capita is estimated $1,425. Liberia is one of the world's poorest countries with a formal employment rate of 15%. GDP per capita peaked in 1980 at $496. When it comes to comparably to Egypt, in 2011, the country's nominal GDP was at $1.154 billion, while GDP per capita stood at $297, the third lowest in the world. Historically, Liberia's economy has depended heavily on foreign aid, foreign direct investments of the natural resources, such as the oil ore, rubber, and timber. In position number 6 is Mozambique. It is a country located in the southeastern Africa, bordered by the Indian Ocean to the east, Tanzania to the north, Malawi and Zambia to the northwest. Mozambique is endowed with extensive natural resources. The country's economy is based largely on the agriculture. It has a population of about 29 million people. Mozambique GDP per capita is estimated at $1,297. Mozambique is one of the poorest and the most underdeveloped countries in the world, even though between 1994 to 2006, its average annual GDP growth was approximately 80%. The International Monetary Fund classifies Mozambique as a heavily indebted poor country. In position number 5 is the Niger. It is a landlocked country in West Africa, named after the Niger River. Niger is a unitary state bordered by Libya to the northeast, Chad to the east, Nigeria to the south. It has estimated population of 24.1 million, that is as per the 2020 World Bank records. Niger is a developing country which constantly ranks near the bottom of the United Nations Human Development Index. It has a GDP per capita of $1,263. It was ranked to 187th of 188 countries in 2015 and 1,189 out of 1,189 countries in 2018 and 2019 report. So it was just ranked as one of the poorest countries and remaining in that position for quite a long period of time. In position number 4, Democratic Republic of Congo. Formerly Zaire, is a country in the Central Africa. It is by area the largest in all Africa. It is the 11th largest in the world with a population of 105 million. It's the most populous officially francophone country in the world, as well as the 4th most populous in Africa. After Nigeria, Ethiopia and Egypt, it is the 15th most populous country in the world, GDP per capita is estimated at $1,131. Congo has 70% of the world cotton, a third of its cobalt, more than 30% of its diamond reserves, and a tenth of its copper. Despite such vast mineral wealth, the economy of the Democratic Republic of Congo has declined drastically. Congolese citizens are among the poorest people on earth, the lowest. In position number 3 is the Central African Republic. It is a landlocked country in the Central Africa. It is bordered by Chad to the north, Sudan to the northeast. Its population is estimated at 4.83 million as per the 2020 World Bank. Despite of the significant mineral deposits and other resources such as the uranium reserves, crude oil, gold and diamonds, cobalt among a few to mention. It's among the poorest nations with the lowest GDP per capita. As of 2017 and 2019, according to the Human Development Index, it had the second lowest level of human index, only ahead of Niger, ranking 188 out of 189. Its GDP is $1,311 US. In position number 2 is Somalia. It's a country in the Horn of Africa. It is bordered by Ethiopia to the west, Djibouti to the northwest, the Gulf of Aden to the north, the Indian Ocean to the east, and Kenya to the southwest. Somalia has the longest coastline on Africa's mainland. Its population is estimated at 15.89 million as per the 2020 World Bank estimates. According to the Central Bank of Somalia, the country's GDP per capita as of 2012 was $220, a slight reduction in the red terms, that is from 1990. About 43% of the population lives on less than $1 a day. Remember, when we talk about Somalia, it's not surprising about its GDP per capita, because for so long it has been at loggerheads, getting through a lot of wars and conflicts, fighting all over here and there. So it is one reason, I think that's why its economy has not been able to boom back to its growth at one moment of time. In position number 1 is Burundi. Burundi is a landlocked country in the Great Rift Valley, where Africa, Great Lakes region and East Africa converge. Its population is estimated at 11.89 million, that is by the 2020 World Bank record. Its GDP per capita is $771. Burundi is a landlocked, resource poor country with undeveloped manufacturing sector. The economy is predominantly agriculture, accounting for 50% of the GDP in 2017. Studies since 2007 have shown that Burundians to have extremely poor levels of satisfaction with life. The World Happiness Report 2018 rated them the world least happy in 2018.